This short is a follow-up to a previous one. The previous short is set as the related video for this one, so if you haven't watched it, do so right now. This short will make next to no sense otherwise. With that said, now comes the fun part. Let's talk about interactions. Starting off with oregano. When suggesting foods for oregano to make, if the RNG chooses pineapple upside down cake or yogurt, the game will say, oregano is confused, but they agree to try it when they're feeling snacky. An agreement with that level of detail surely required some sort of vocal communication, right? A simple nod wouldn't have told the player oregano would only try the recipe when they're feeling snacky. You know what this sounds like to me? It sounds like implied speech. That's 4 of 20 interactable enemies that can talk. Next on the list is the Deer God. If you choose to research deerism, the interaction text describes the Deer God going on a very long tangent about the history of this fictional religion. You know what you'd need to do in order to go on such a long tangent?
Hit subscribe, baby! Yeah!
I'm sorry, I had to take the opportunity. In all seriousness, for the tangent to last that long, that's right, the Deer God would have to talk. I know, shocking concept. That's 5 of 20 interactable enemies that can talk. Next up is the Stranger. Their only normal interaction is Get to Know, where the focused character gives a fact about them in exchange for a fact about the stranger. If they're in a battle, then they're within talking distance, right? It wouldn't make sense for the stranger to just write their fact via paper or text. So this sounds like implied speech. That's 6 of 20 interactable enemies that can talk. Next up is Miyu. Welcome back. On the Omnicide route, if you choose the Invalidate Negative Interaction, the interaction text will describe the focused character telling Miyu she'll never be a woman, then Miyu freezing up from shock. If the player tries to invalidate Miyu again, she'll straight up say, "No need to say it twice, asshole." You get a Miyu. Anyway, since we already covered her, that's still only 6 of 20 interactable enemies that can talk. But hey, Miyu talks directly to the player here. Next up is Tanpapa. Hey, another repeat. Don't worry, this one's short and sweet. On the Omnicide route, if you choose the Bad Dad Negative Interaction, the interaction text will describe Tanpapa saying you don't know him, nor do you have proof of him being a bad father. Well, if he's saying stuff, he's definitely not mute, so with that, I retract my earlier statement about Tanpapa being unable to talk. That's 7 of 20 interactable enemies that can talk. Next up is Optimistic. If you select the How to Escape Pessimism interaction, the game will say Optimistic just responds with the word hope. A single word still counts as speech, so that's 8 of 20 interactable enemies that can talk. Unfortunately, we're once again approaching the 3-minute limit on YouTube Shorts, so I'll cover the rest in a third part. See you then!